clothing and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Like,
triangle house for sale in Scarlett.
ah,
It's full on
like
triangle all
a
the way to the
church.
bottom. Yeah, I think it's 3 story.
Let me.
I think it's 3 story.
Wow. Yeah, or like dome. A dome is like pretty kind of balanced.
Yeah. But when I drove past it, I saw it for sale, so I was like, I'll look it up on the net. I found, I think it's over 500. And I just thought, the only thing I'd do is just pick it up, boom, and just put like, the fourth floor,
Mm,
and then add rooms, kitchen, whatever for guests, but everything up is private. You know what I mean?
for sure. Imagine a spheric house,
Yeah.
because the world is like a sphere. They
Yeah.
say the earth is a sphere, but it's like a dome. A dome is like all just as like
Yeah.
stable. Like Arabic, Muslim, they build the churches along with domes. Indians also, to some degree. Then the Chinese, they got their own kind of aesthetic,
Yeah.
how they build their houses, like with the wings.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Japanese.
So, some of their ancient woodwork had no nails. No nails. You look at their structures and you think, what the how would no nails?
Yeah. So,
There's like everything, man. No nails.
yeah. There's a church in India or temple they built recently, Like it has no steel through the whole temple. That is a huge temple. Yeah, built by like,
You want some sort of steel to conduct,
yeah.
like
And
in
some,
some sort of way, like unless you're using material that can conduct. That's what I'd love to do. Like imagine being able to lift granite and just making your own shit. Like,
shit.
hey, Legos, man. Like,
I know.
imagine living in that.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Nothing can touch it.
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
how much will that
You
cost?
got water,
Yeah.
runs through the house, fucking, what else do you want, man? Free electricity.
But how much you reckon that will cost?
Dude, if you can build it like the old way, it would cost nothing.
Yeah.
It would just cost wisdom
Man.
how to do it.
Yeah.
That's all it would do.
Yeah. There's a wisdom is the
Is
biggest.
this on?
Yeah, I think so. Good. You try yours?
It'll just be wisdom, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and that's wisdom that we'll never be able to. How do you say? Not just discover, but in this lifetime, be able to. Be able to do.
No, we will. This is the
It's
thing.
happened before, but I'm just
You
saying, in our
think-
lifetime.
You think how far we've come, like in the last 200 years, in terms of engineering?
But who knows? Bro, I'm hitting 46, 7,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So, I haven't got long to go, bro. Like, I've lived at least half of my life.
But this is the thing.
And,
Okay. This is the
but
thing.
on this side,
This.
it is deadly about health.
But this is the thing. Is it what you've been able to see, or how much you have been able to be? Like for example, somebody like
I've got no complaints, bro.
no, but I mean somebody like a Buddha or Jesus. They remembered more, even though they didn't know much.
Yeah.
Compared to what we know now, they didn't know shit. Like
But
in terms of information.
Their travels were different to our travels and our time here
But-
on this earth.
But imagine Jesus looking at a smartphone. He'll be like, "What the fuck is this shit, bruh?" Like Buddha can't know what this thing is, but we've been able to see it. So the thing is, what if we have lived through all those times and we live in more times? You know, it's more about how much life you experience as you are. You know, people care so much about like accomplishments and like legacy.
Well, I suppose it depends on what accomplishments you're looking at as
But it's
well.
basically a legacy.
Yeah.
It's just like you want people to remember you. You know, so it's like,
But
how do
that's
you
not
want
the
your
point.
kids to remember you?
But that's not the point of being here.
This is like the question, like you know.
Legacy, like, see, this is the thing. Like, you use word like legacy, but to me, it was like before
Mm.
it was family.
Uh-huh.
That was the legacy.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Where
but
that
there's
doesn't exist much anymore.
there's
Do you know
people.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, for example, like we've changed so much in this country as well. Like people from overseas understand, I think, more because cultures are different.
yeah.
So basically, what I'm trying to say
Mm-hmm.
is that the old people, they live with the family,
Yeah,
so they live longer,
yeah.
right? Whereas old people in this country, they can't wait to go to a nursing home, or they go to a
But
nursing
you're
home.
only
Or,
talking about the last 50 years of like history.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
like millions more years
before,
of life before that, you know. So that's why I mean, like when in terms of life,
yeah,
as life, we've been always there.
yeah,
So if we are life, it means we will be there always.
always. Yeah.
So there's no time where Jesus is not.
But
Just
you know
because
what
of
But you know what I want to know? Like forever, we forever live, right? I think there's a point of death that it depends on which way you choose, and you're free to choose which way to go.
yeah.
Like it's up to you where you want to go. That's why there's lost souls on this earth. That's why everyone chooses their
But
own
where can you go? Death.
No, but when you are death,
That's what I'm saying.
that's what I mean.
But life never
but my
dies.
point is that where's the next life? Because it's not going to be here.
But this is what I'm saying. There's only life. There's no next life. It's always this life.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying
It's
is
like-
when we pass away,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Mm.
we're forever living, correct?
This is it.
But we're not coming here, we're going somewhere else.
But this is the thing. Who is the we? Because you,
Not me.
let me say, for
That's what I
example, I remember you as Roberto, right?
Yeah,
Your kids will remember you as dad.
yeah.
Then some other people will be like the Tyler guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's like something, you know?
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
that'd
like,
be good.
it's a memory will stay for a while.
Yeah.
We don't know. Somebody like a Jesus or Buddha for a longer time.
Mm.
Sadhguru also, he'll be remembered for a longer time, you know?
If I get fit and win the fucking title next year with Baseline,
Mm.
I'll be remembered.
But yeah, remember for sure. Like whichever way, you'll be remembered. You don't know how people remember you, you know? Like even today, I just ran into a guy just before coming here, and you know, he used to come into the shop when I was working at the petrol station.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, "Oh man, I thought I remember you, but I don't know where from." Because I'm like, "Yeah, Rob, right?" Because I could see he's kind of still got the same beard,
Yeah.
and then the look, obviously his face, you can see, you know. So I remember him more than so many other people that probably used to come there that I could see in the street, and I'd be like, "I don't know who you are," you know. Even though I've seen them probably more than this guy, but he made a certain impression on me. So people remembered more for the impressions. But no matter how much you do in the world, nobody is remembered forever. At some point, this world will also come to an end. You know? So
Yeah, but that's what I
the
mean.
legacy
We keep
doesn't mean
going.
much.
We keep going.
But the legacy doesn't mean much.
But that's exactly
At
right.
the end
That's
of
what
the
I'm
day,
saying.
it's like more about how much have you affected people's lives in a positive way, you know, in
Yeah.
a healthy way.
Yeah.
It's like the more you have affected people's life in a like you've planted how many trees, you have done some kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. To
For
help
life.
It. Yeah. To help it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you take care of life, life takes care of
Yeah,
you. You know, you take care of yourself. Your generations to come might not have the sicknesses and illnesses, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But we've been around like 10,000 years, and then we're still like suffering from mental health, you know. We're the most affluent people. Like we have like more convenience than any generation ever,
Yeah.
you know. But we have like so much
But
mental.
that's self-confliction.
That's what I mean. It's like, how is it
And
still an issue? Like, if we've been around that long, yet we've solved so many technological things, you
don't
know?
get me wrong,
Mm.
like it's not always self-inflicted because you have people that are abused at ages that they don't understand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when they grow up later in life,
Mm.
that mentality is different. You know,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like
that's just an example of someone
over
else.
generations.
We're just talking.
Yeah, over generations through informations, we have been able to kind of construct the world that we live in today, you know? But mentally, we haven't really constructed our mind to the point where we can go beyond suffering.
Well, we should be doing
Yeah,
what we really put on here.
we don't pay attention to it, you know? People
Too many
just so
distractions.
busy like accomplishing, you know?
Too many
Trying to,
distractions.
yeah, trying to like leave a legacy, trying to be remembered, you know? People are so busy trying to get loved.
Well, I see people like that as celebrities.
Yeah, but everybody wants to be a celebrity, you know? Yeah, everybody wants to be remembered. Legacy means you want to be remembered, you know? Be a celebrity
But
for longer.
it can be in all different ways.
Yeah,
Whether it's celebrity, whether it's another way,
yeah.
sacrifices or whatever you've done.
But it's the same result, you know? Like Jesus is just as the celebrity as much as like
No? You know what?
take a break.
I'm gonna have another one.
Yeah, cool man. It's like a lot of aesthetics, you know?
Yeah.
Some people like jumping off rocks. Some people
Like,
going faster.
I admire all that shit. I've never do it.
Yeah,
I admire because the mentality and the strength and everything they're going to put together on that body
yeah,
and to complete these things. Like that rock climber that used to do it all by free hand,
yeah.
and he was like the world record holder.
Mm.
Dude, I was watching this guy climb. He was probably about quarter to halfway up this mountain, and they're up close to him.
Yeah.
Right, so you're watching what he's doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what? And then they show you like air shots, and then you'd see he's just coming up like it's nothing, holding on to stuff, going on, he's moving real quick,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what mistake?
Yeah.
And this guy is just gone. Like, they all do at the end of the day, but to go a certain amount of time doing it, like, you know what I mean?
It is
You reach, your mentality reaches like different levels.
for
Like,
sure.
you look at someone like Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah.
that mentality is completely off the chart.
But who you think is more impressive? Because the dedication. Like even somebody
Anyone
like
with dedication is impressive. It doesn't matter what life is an art form.
Yeah.
And we're all giving some talent.
But-
Right?
but
And
there's
we
people-
express it in different ways. Unfortunately,
Like-
we've been prisoned into something
Yeah.
that we have to work. We have to pay. this, we have to
Systematic.
pay that. That's right. We're in that.
But-
so that's it's like you're saying before
yeah.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been you saying it's the last 50 years. Yeah, definitely. That's why I said to you life before that.
Yeah.
It was family, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what I love.
Yeah.
That's what I think life still should be. And don't get me
But
wrong,
this is it
there are
like
a lot of people that
who is your family? Because for example,
it's not just your blood. It's actually the people that come into your life.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, we all are one.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, we're not going to connect with everyone as one. You
But
know
we
what I
are
mean?
connected. We
We're
are
all
life.
connected, yeah.
You know?
That's
So-
why I choose to veer off, and then
Yeah.
where I lay is where I lay, because at the end of the day, that's why I say to you, my energy is important. That's why I prefer to be around people who are positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And have a decent outlook on life. Like,
Yeah.
so, you know,
But you know, you can have like different families, and that's the thing. Now families have grown beyond even like just physical life. Like I mean, in terms of seeing each other. So like we have a family of people online. You know,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can have a family of people, like whatever, different ways where it's just
but that's the same thing again. Like I said to you, they can either be blood or they're just people that come into your life. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a different form of getting it, that's all.
yeah. And the celebrity is like one of the biggest families. Like you know, like somebody like Taylor Swift has a family of how much fans all over the world. You know.
Yeah, but say at the end of the day, they're just fans.
Yeah, yeah,
And the thing is, we all grow up,
hmm,
so that's a phase.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like when, for example, when we were looking at names for my daughter, my firstborn,
mm,
and we like Paris.
hmm.
And the ex said to me, "Oh, what about Paris Hilton?" I said, "Do you think she's going to be remembered, man? No,
Shit.
she's going to be long gone."
But you don't know.
What the fuck?
Imagine like
It doesn't
somebody named
matter.
like their kid Donald Trump like about 20 years ago, you know?
You just know, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you just know. They're just there for temporary,
Yeah,
and sell the bags and the dots.
for real. So a lot of it is like you said, a phase. This is what I'm trying to say also. This birth, you being born as like this person, is just a phase of life. You know, one experience of life.
Yeah.
It's not like the whole of
The end of it all, yeah.
yeah, as life.
But it's been multiple.
So
You're still going to go through multiple.
yeah, so the highest experience of life is to see yourself as life. Just all life, like everything is family, you know? Because this is the biggest thing that you can have is like to be one with everything. We are connected, you know. If you have that connection, everything will work for you.
Yeah.
You know, you will not like
Well, that's why, pre 50, 100, 200, 300 years ago,
yeah,
like, that's why, for example, that's why Aboriginals are connected to the land because they're life. It's all
Yeah.
family.
yeah.
They understand.
But we
everything
connected
about this fucking land.
we're connected to the sun, you know. Like if the sun was not there, we will not be here, you know. And then you go bigger than that. There's probably a bigger sun, which the solar system is connected to that.
They know,
So-
they know. See, the Aboriginals were so connected to the land, they knew everything about it.
Yeah, and from paying attention, you know, to the land, and that's
And
like
that's family, tradition,
yeah,
and that goes on for. That's what's sad is that the elders
yeah,
that are alive, some of them are dying single. So, and imagine that. That's a library gone. You know what I mean? So they haven't had kids.
yeah.
They're all leaving those tribes, and so the ones that are staying are dying with their stories.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but what do stories do? You know, because
That's what tradition is.
library is more like inspiration. You know, so it's
But I'm talking family library, medicine library, like,
yeah,
and I'm not saying that the whole tribe has to learn, but someone has to learn to keep it alive.
yeah. Can you imagine how much has been lost even before this generation? Like from just what we know, like the book of
Not just here.
yeah, the book of the Vedas in India.
Dude, the way I see it, as soon as the Bible came out,
Yeah,
where did it go? It went to every fucking country, conquered it.
Yeah.
Like the Spanish, like, they all had it.
yeah,
Right? Oh, here's the book, this is going to save you. What the fuck? These tribes people didn't understand what the fuck the book was.
yeah,
Because life was different to them. It doesn't matter where you go, you hit South America, all the Americas, all the way out.
yeah.
All those native tribes were connected to the land, just as the Aboriginals were.
Mm.
So to me, that's life.
Everywhere, it's been like that. You know, in this book, like talked about like this.
But my point is that you're more connected to nature.
Yeah,
So you're more as one. Even the animals, even.
but we are nature. You know, this is the thing.
But
It's
that's
like
what I mean. Like we're so far behind from them
yeah,
in these times because of the distraction.
yeah,
Like this.
yeah,
You know what I mean? The phones, the whatever it is that people want attention for. You know what I mean?
but it's always been there. Like you have musicians like Beethoven, you have artists like Shakespeare, you know, Picasso, Michelangelo. They had their own way of being remembered. They never knew. Some of them never knew that they will be remembered. But
Most of them are remembered when they're dead.
that's what
no
it.
one knew them when they
At
were
that point in when they are alive, maybe they knew 10 people who knew them. You know, maybe 10 people knew who Aristotle was in those times. You know, it was just a village.
But you gotta understand, like, you look at, say, Leonardo da Vinci,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
To me, it's not that this is right or wrong, but to me, that guy would have been so fucking weird on
Yeah.
acid all the time, mushies and shit, like,
Yeah.
because that's what, that's where he got all
But
this
maybe
shit
he was
from.
just rich on life. You know,
Dude, who knows?
like
But to
people,
me, he would have been someone really out there.
yeah,
You know what
even
I
a
mean?
Jesus,
Or,
you
yeah,
know, or a Buddha or like whatever Krishna,
yeah,
you know, all of them they have this connection with life just from paying attention to it, that they could talk about it in such a rich way, you know. And people don't understand like how much something like a Beethoven is spiritual, you know.
it can be.
Yeah, classical music. Just that because of how much he was able to pay attention to sound, to be able to like come up with all these different sounds, like
Yeah,
bruh. And nobody has changed it until now.
yeah.
It's like do re mi fa sol. It's like god damn, bro. How did you figure all this shit out? You know, Newton.
Yeah, but what it does to you as well.
Yeah,
What those vibrations do.
yeah. Just even discovering frequency.
Yeah.
You know, like people coming up with the electricity or like
Dude, I don't understand how people can watch the shit now. Like, fair enough, like, kids are growing up and they're probably used to it or whatever the fuck it is, but
yeah,
come on, man, like, these days.
but they have no attention to life. Like they don't like pay attention to any of these things, you know, because they don't understand how much we had to go through just to get a radio, you know. Like in the village, being able to listen to the radio was such a big deal, you know.
We've already been sucked into whatever it is that they're sucking all these kids into.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
a lot of like picture.
Once you get the minds all together,
Yeah,
you can do what the fuck you want, man. You can tell them what to think,
yeah,
what to shake, whatever the fuck you want.
yeah. People go online for people's opinions, you know. It's like, bruh, why you want so much to be told how to think, you know?
That's why I've never understood Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm like, why would you write something and then have all these people comment on it's just why is someone else's opinion so important?
yeah, yeah. Like, why are you looking so much for the impression, to make an impression on people, you know, by being programmed? You know, even today I was looking at it like people are talking about Bugs Bunny was transsexual, you know, or binary or something. It's like it wasn't a man, it wasn't a woman, you know. It's supposedly the guy who drew him, like, was talking about like kind of based it on a character of.
If they're worried about his sexuality, then
That's what I say. I mean, it's like a
watch something
cartoon,
else. Yeah.
a cartoon, which is also a rabbit. Are you
That's the whole thing. See,
are you thinking of fucking a cartoon like a rabbit? Like,
yeah,
what do you
that's the
think?
thing, right? Like all that negative shit,
Yeah.
I don't think about it.
But if you don't pay attention, you get drawn into all these kind of like impressions, you know?
You don't get drawn into it, you stay away from it because you already recognize it.
Oh, in one way, if you're trying to leave an impression or a legacy, it's easy to get drawn.
Dude, I don't care what I leave.
Yeah,
As long as it's something from my daughters, man, that they
yes,
can keep and it'll remind them of me. That's it.
yeah. But in that way, but it's like, for example, when you're doing tiling, like you can have such a dedication, you know, that you want it, even if people never get to see it, like you want it to be the best, you know, that it can be, you know. You want to do it in the best way.
It's not that I want to, I just can and do.
Yeah, but that's kind of the thing, like you feel like it's not about being remembered. It's not like you're doing it so well, people one day will be like, oh, this style was like, you know, this and that. Like people will study it, you know, in lecturers and all that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know. You know, the art that people used to make, like somebody just drawing. They never thought like somebody would be like, oh wow, what a piece. You know, like now Aboriginal art is so popular. People are paying like 10,000 or 100,000 for paintings of Aboriginal art, you know. But there's people who used to draw on the rocks and like never thought like anybody would care about it, you know. So
But that's traditional art, bro.
yeah,
Once you can explain what the art is,
yeah,
it makes sense to people. And a lot of people that respect the traditions,
yeah. But just the world being more connected has brought so much like advancement in technology. You know, it's ridiculous. Like the way like the atomic bomb was invented when some German went to the US and Isaac Newton and whatever his name was, It's like yeah. Who's the other smart guy from Europe? Albert Einstein, yeah? It's like people get remembered in different ways, you know?
Have
But
you heard the story about Albert Einstein's chauffeur?
no,
You haven't?
no.
One day, Albert Einstein,
Hmm.
he always had his chauffeur. So it's what like this guy followed him everywhere. So all his speeches, everything that he did, this guy was always by his side. So he was basically his driver and his assistant type thing, right?
God damn.
Anyway, Albert Einstein got sick one day
Mm.
and said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to cancel. I'm not gonna be able to make it."
Yeah.
And this guy goes, "No, I'll do it." He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I'll dress up as you and I'll do the speech."
Yeah.
He goes, "But you don't know." He goes, "I know everything works for me." So anyway, this guy goes out, plays Albert, does the speech, even answers questions from the audience, bro, and without fail. Like he knew exactly, and Einstein was like, he goes, that's genius
Yeah.
because he's learned everything that Albert knows.
But is it genius to remember other people's, ideas?
But that's someone that, not educated.
It's just memory, It's like,
Exactly. It's
so-
repetition.
yeah.
But not only that, it's getting someone interested. So
Like-
he's probably started reading.
yeah,
And they've had conversations.
yeah,
Whatever it is, but this guy's just come out and just done it.
yeah.
Like,
But it's like you're mimicking somebody. You cannot
Yeah.
just like
But you
mimicking.
can't do it so perfect.
Yeah,
Because Albert Einstein said, dude, that was far off.
yeah,
That no one knew.
yeah. From,
That speech was from his chauffeur.
that's why it's like people made thinking such like a big thing that just remembering something has become more important than paying attention to life. But the people who
That's
accomplish,
distractions, bro.
yeah,
It's just the phones and the apps and whatever. But at the end of the day,
yeah,
that's why it's up to us as parents
yep,
to try and get them away from that.
yeah. The people who are remember are the
For
ones.
example,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Little boy.
Yeah,
Right? Oh, I want Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards. I said, yeah, that's fair enough, but you got to work for it.
yeah,
What do you mean? Well, you got to do chores. I don't do chores. If you want money, you do. I said, what do you think? You live here for free?
yeah,
You know what I mean? I said, we've got to pay rent. I said, yeah, but I'm a boy. And I said, that's exactly right.
yeah.
I said, so now you got to learn.
To be responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I only wash your dishes to get cards every night. Right? His missus used to, my missus used to come home and go, what the fuck's going on? What did you do to my son? You know what I mean? Like, in a good way.
Yeah.
And I said, well, he wants this.
Mm.
I'm not just going to give it to him. I said, I'm sick of giving him presents.
Yeah.
Like, he's got to work for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got to understand what it is.
For real.
Dude, he had it down pat for months until the sister and the niece arrived. And then they're doing everything, so they took his job, and he hasn't asked for Pokemon cards since.
Wow. Yeah.
So, but it's something that he learns.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on the computer too much. So I thought, fuck it, I'll get a basketball ring.
Yeah.
So I fucking got the basketball ring. What do you think he's doing now?
Shooting hoops. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Wants
It's
to be the
simple,
next
bro.
Manny Pacquiao, eh?
It's simple. If you think about life,
Yeah.
you don't force someone to do something.
Yeah.
You give them something that they like.
Yeah. And the
A
people
good
who
way.
people
There's
who pay
something that
attention.
will get forced onto him soon,
Yeah.
and as soon as we can get settled, he's going into self-defense.
Yeah.
So whether he likes it, he's getting dragged in there, and he can't leave till he's got his black,
Yeah.
he can get out.
Yeah.
But by the time he hits that, he's going to be loving it too much.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's something that's going to help him grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So he's young. I know, sensitive. Same with me. When I was a kid, bro, I was sensitive when I was young. Man.
Yeah,
Just understanding people's different reactions to things, all that sort of shit.
yeah,
So at the end of the day, yeah, I got that fucking basketball thing.
yeah.
But
Mm,
that's my way of thinking. That's how I think.
yeah, I think the thing is off, but yeah, that's how you grow up a lot of the times, you know? Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
it's like, yeah, man, it's just like always people who pay attention to life are the ones who like actually accomplish something, you know? Or they remembered.
I don't think so. I think there are a lot of people that have accomplishments that no one sees.
No, no, but I'm saying like just more like in the industry or whatever, in there, or
I
whatever,
really
you know?
couldn't give a fuck about the industry, bro. I've already told you that, man.
What I mean is like whatever they are, the impact that they leave in that society, you know? So it's, for example, you know, maybe
Yeah, but
there's like a blacksmith that used to be so
yeah, but
good in Japan or Africa back in the day, but nobody knows about them now. But
that's
in
what I
that
mean.
time,
That's what I mean.
yeah, in that time they were respected so much, or
Yeah,
like,
in a different way, yeah.
yeah, just for the way they pay
The
attention to like
craftsmanship.
one thing, you know?
That's craftsmanship, man.
Yeah, anything like you pay attention to and you excel at it, I mean, you're gonna figure it out if you pay attention to it, like,
But that's the thing, like, all that's what I'm saying to you. 50 years ago, there was a lot of tradition, a lot of family.
yeah,
So all that has disappeared,
yeah.
even in today's world. So that's what I mean. It's up to the people who, you know, who see life differently that will continue that journey through and keep that alive.
Yeah,
But people who, live in, a weird world or, don't see life for what it is or for whatever reason, and we're all here to learn.
yeah,
So that's why I just live and let live,
yeah.
you know?
No, I get you, man.
All that, all the bullshit you see on TV, don't pay attention to it. Don't really fucking give a shit. Like the music that comes out, really don't care.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Netflix,
there's people
Netflix, and
who,
everything is the only thing that I drill into.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But besides that, when you're talking mainstream and all these fucking artists and shit, I really couldn't give a fuck, man. I really don't.
no, I understand, but I'm saying like there's people who get inspired by those things, you know? Like everything has somebody
Of course it
out
does.
there.
We did.
Yeah,
We did it as a kid. And that's just normal. That's life cycle.
yeah. Like
But
some people are so inspired by Donald Trump. Somebody else is so inspired by like, you know, some video game player somewhere or some YouTuber in another place, you know? It's just people get inspired by different things in different ways. You know, you might forget to kind of like just let go and enjoy yourself until like you see some dumb shit somewhere.
like I said, we are here and we're living a certain life. I
Yeah,
see it in an artistic way. Everyone's got artistic things.
yeah,
So imagination will never stop.
that's what I'm saying. If you pay
So
attention to anything, you cannot help but to see how artistic it is. Everything,
yeah.
you know, whether it's a video or like art, you know, like this, the way somebody shoots or talks. And people love so much listening
Anyone who's doing anything at the top level,
to,
and
yeah.
that's what I like to watch.
But it's not even at the top level, it's just with some
Whatever,
dedication, you know?
yeah, whatever it is. The ones at the top level have the passion already,
Yeah,
and it's the ones that are coming through learning. The funny thing is that, for example, in soccer, there's one that, you know, if you want to beat him, you're gonna have to emulate him.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And to emulate Cristiano Ronaldo,
yeah,
like at his age, and he's still pumping them through,
yeah.
it's going to be a hard record to break. Like, and that is a legacy.
No, no, I understand that.
And
But,
the thing is that this guy has even said, I've laid out the map.
Do you think you can do it?
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like in so many ways. Like you look at somebody like Habil Lame. I don't know if you know the guy. That guy who like, you know, that's all he does. Like he sees a video of somebody doing some DIY stuff or like and then he shows the most obvious ways. Like you could have done it much easier.
yeah.
And he's making millions just for that one thing, you know, just pointing out the dumb things that people do. Or somebody like Ozyman reviews, or like,
Yeah,
but
but
he,
that comes down to money.
no, but it's just a different dedication. And some people are inspired by that also. And
But
some
what you
people,
see in it,
that's what I mean. Like if you look at it, there's always something to appreciate in everything. There's art in everything. You know, even some video of people in the Filipino like eating some food and like cheating each other with food.
Yeah.
Like the husband and wife.
Yeah,
People find that funny. Somebody playing pool.
Yeah, but that's
or
just social
like
media,
table
bro.
tennis.
Yeah.
Some people find that inspiring. So some level of dedication, even to like the most simple thing, the most stupid thing, it like brings inspiration to people, you know. And that's the biggest thing that you can do is to inspire more life, whichever way. That's why like I try not to judge because there's something to appreciate in everything, you know. Some people are dedicated to being good husbands, others are dedicated to being good fathers, you know. Whichever way, good Christian, good Muslim, anything you dedicate yourself to, like if you really pay attention to it, you'll know something about life, you know,
Yeah.
in one way or another.
Like,
Even,
that's what I say, like, in football, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. In other ways of life, everyone has their own.
yeah,
You
even
know what
like
I mean?
this, televangelists making like 80 million a year, you know, or bankers. They've learned something from that life also, even if we hate them.
They
You know?
created it, bro.
Yeah, these CEOs and like Wall Street motherfuckers, they've learned a little bit something about life. And in some ways, it inspired something else somewhere. And even the guy who came up with money, as evil as he was, with banks, has inspired life in a different way. To be able to pay with card anywhere, to pay with your phone, it's like ridiculous, you know? You just put in some numbers and every week the bank takes money for you and puts it in somebody else's account, It's like, that's how you pay bills nowadays. Just, you, you don't have to go and see the money and take it and give it to the other guy.
Yeah.
Man, it's wild. So everything, like, I think if you pay attention to it, like, how can not have a passion for it? You can see an art in everything.
What you got to understand is there's a difference between using a phone and being abused by a phone.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I mean.
to
But if you
me,
have a
to me,
passion,
to me, the phone is the worst instruction booklet or whatever the fuck you want to call it that you could ever receive.
yeah,
To me, nature gives you everything.
yeah,
So when you live with so many distractions and you move away from nature, you move away from this place.
you can use a phone also to improve your life in so many ways.
Yeah, you can, but at the end
It's
of the
not the
day,
phone which is the problem. It's just comfort. People want to
it's the
find
way it's
comfort.
used. That's why I said to you, there's a big difference between using a phone
Yeah,
and being abused by the phone.
yeah.
So if you can figure out which one,
If you have a passion for anything, really, like you will not get abused by anything. Whether it's drugs or alcohol or phone or food, you know, all of these things, money, sex, it's like you will not get abused by it if you just have a passion for something, for life.
The devil's always going to test you. The devil's always going to draw you in. The devil's always going to make you look for the easy way. The devil's always going to,
But you're the devil.
try and steer.
In your mind is the devil, and in your mind is God also.
Yeah, but
Like-
that's where you become God, by making the decisions that you should.
Yeah, what is right for life?
Yeah.
And what is right for life?
Because you
for
can't
me
think that life is straight. Like, it's not for anyone. No one on this earth. Doesn't matter what guru it is or whatever the fuck. Like, no, it's not. Everyone has their ups and downs. Like, you can't tell me that life is perfect and life is this. The whole point.
There is no perfection. What I mean
Yeah.
is like
The
if
point
you-
is to find yourself, use your skills,
yeah.
and do as best as you can with this life.
This is
And
the
that's
same
what I
thing.
love about life,
This is
because life, you meet so many different characters,
yeah.
and you know what? I just take them in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
this is
and I get that through work. So I meet different customers all the time. So for me, that's my enjoyment.
yeah.
Like, I get to socialise. I get my coffee and socialise, or my sandwich and socialise
Yeah.
in the mornings. You know, so there's 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 say for example, I was speaking to someone the other night, and they're like, "Why'd you move all the way there?" And I explained, because this is the life I want.
Yeah.
I said, I want like-minded people, like-minded lifestyle.
Yeah.
I said, you guys come to Queensland for a holiday and you see all the commercial shit, Dream World, Wet n Wild, all that sort of shit. I said, I've lived here for a while, so I want peace. I want out of the cities, I want out of traffic, I want out of everything,
Yeah.
you know? So I said, and this place has become a way of life for me. I said, you know what? I said, if I hear the ocean at night, I said to her, it soothes me. I said, because if you understand what water does to you, it's like meditation. It actually takes away whatever bad you have or you're feeling or whatever it is. So that's why when you're near the ocean, you fall asleep a lot.
Yeah.
People don't even know they're getting fucking medicated by fucking water.
Yeah.
I know, and to me, I already know. That's why I said to Rosa, enjoy it while you can, because it's not going to be here forever. Like, not like this.
No.
Like, I come here and I fall asleep sometimes just because of the waves.
Yeah. So this is what I was trying to say also. It's the same thing in a way that if you want to know life, you have to pay attention to life, whatever it is you need in life, you know?
Yeah.
Any aspect of life. You know
Yeah.
how it works. If you want to know, like you say developing your skills.
Yeah.
Like you develop your skills by paying attention to like, you know,
Yeah.
like that skill.
Yeah.
You know, and you get better at it, whatever it is. So I'm saying like phone for example, like even if it wasn't there, 50 years ago, people had a distraction. You know, people blamed the TV back then. At some point, they used to blame the newspaper.
No, bro.
At
No,
different
no.
point, no, I'm saying 100
No,
years
no,
ago, people were also
Dude, everyone was more handy.
no, they were handy. But
Yeah,
even,
they were
even
more
then,
hands-on. So
hands-on,
everything was made properly. So
yeah,
everything was made, by hand.
yeah,
Like, there was no machines.
yeah.
You know what I mean? There
I'm
was
not-
no certain things. Like, you didn't have refrigerators.
No, but I'm saying even back then, there was people who had depression. You know, for the longest time, people still had depression. People think that it was perfect like 100 years ago. You know, there were so many wars going on in the world. Obviously, there were people who were disturbed. You
Not
know,
only that, diseases as well. Like,
like
that spreads.
slavery
Yeah.
was there. You had like
It depends what
conquering.
side of you look. Yeah, but it's always been destruction.
Yeah, and this is what I mean. Like people think like now life is hard, you know, because it's like of the phone or because of this and that. No, there's nothing. It's just we're
Different.
paying attention to different things.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just at least be energized. You know, like staying energized. Like if you know, I know you say like water makes you sleepy, but it's like lack of energy makes you sleepy because the body needs a rest, you know?
Yeah,
Like
that
you
as well.
you
Yeah.
kind of like use the body in so much, you know, like so what like water digesting food, water doesn't take much energy. Digesting other food like makes you more tired.
Yeah.
You know? Like if
Well,
you
yeah,
eat
depending
heavy
on
food,
heavy foods and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah. So you get more sleepy, it means you're less alive, you know, then you cannot know life as much, you know, like in terms of energy. the more energy you have, the more you're able to pay attention.
I'm not talking about daytime. I'm talking about like at night time.
Yeah,
But during the day, when you go to the beach
yeah,
and you leave the beach,
Mhm.
do you feel relaxed?
yeah, for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
So everyone feels the same sensation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I'm just sitting here for hours.
yeah.
You know.
But getting sleepy is like sometimes.
This conversation's getting sleepy. So how about we tell me about the game on Wednesday?
Did you watch it
Nah, bro.
yesterday? How did it go though?
No, last week.
Did you watch it yesterday?
Nah, I didn't go.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
tell me, how did our game go?
Oh man, shit. Like, yeah, it was alright. Like, we were pretty chill, you know, like before the game started. And
The
yeah,
first 15 minutes, how did we play?
yeah, we were pretty organized, man. Like, they had some chances, and then, yeah, I think they scored one goal straight after, like probably 20 or 25th minute or something, you know. And then we kind of like held out for a while again until the second half, and they scored again, you know. So yeah, we got one goal back after that.
Was it a good goal?
Yeah, it was like James capped it in, you know.
Our free kick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He capped it in. It's pretty nice. So yeah, we dominated. Like after that, we had way more chances in that game. Like, their shots were just from, you know, breaking through the head like a fast kid, you know, the one with the long hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just like Jaden with black hair, you know.
Mm.
It was like,
Jaden's twin.
yeah, bro, man, the guy like broke through, and yeah, we nearly caught up with him like a couple of times with B and Z. So it's just the ball bounced and like Rob, you know. One of them was like the ball bounced, then Rob stopped it, I think, and then like Z left it. He bounced backwards. Zero thought he was gonna bounce like straight out, but he bounced backwards towards them,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, from their kickoff. And then
You
like,
can't see the. Can you see the ball spin?
I don't know what Z was waiting.
But can you see the ball spin?
Yeah.
Because he has that problem. He can't
Okay.
see it spin.
Yeah.
So it's not something that happens to him sometimes. It's
Yeah.
something that
I know.
when the ball's got spin on it, he'll.
Yeah, he will not see it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why when my long kicks to him, if they do get to him,
Yeah.
they're always spinning depending on his position.
Ah,
So he'll move and then realise that it's spinning and come back.
okay.
Right? Or he'll watch it for too long and it'll spin away from him instead of, reading it. You
I
know?
think his vision is like,
Yeah, I don't know.
that kind of makes sense, you know. Now when you say it, he has missed like a few kind
That's
of.
why when he's calling for it, you're like, hey, you gotta stop it. Dude, because I love knocking the ball hard. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't done that for years, bro. Like, at Doom Villa, I did it a couple of times, and the guys struggled to stop it. And I'm like, fuck. All right, yeah, all right.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and the play is a lot slower. Like, for me, my change coming here, like, it happened at Doom Villa,
Yeah.
and it's starting to happen now with us. Like, and Jimmy can, Jimmy said something, so I think he'll back me up on this. That midfield is difficult, bro, and it got more difficult through the season.
Yeah.
And and I got, how do you say it?
Like in terms of.
I honestly, I just got sort of deflated with the whole thing. Like, I was like, fuck, man, I'm putting in a bit of effort here, and I'm thinking we're getting worse, we're not getting better, and I'm thinking no one's understanding. Either I'm annoying about what I'm saying, or just no one's registering. You know, and I'm thinking, I don't know what the fuck is going on, because that midfield, man, we're struggling.
Yeah.
It's hard to play in there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I try the best as I can, but I have to read everyone. So if I've got players, like if I go for a throw-in and then Glenn comes and then Conrad comes, dude, all three midfielders are waiting for a fucking throw-in. Are you kidding me? So I'd run out and stretch it. If one of them gets it, that's why I always receive it in the middle or somewhere by myself, because I'm trying to read what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
And if they can't read me, they don't know where I am. Like, you know, that's the fuck part.
Yeah.
You know, like Glenn sits up so high that Jaden comes back further than him. So when Justin's saying, "Oh," I'm saying, "Why is Jaden coming back so far?" And Justin goes, "Oh, because that's the cover." And I'm thinking, "Because Glenn's not fucking there. That's the fucking reason." All these problems that we're having, we've changed the whole module. That's why Jaden's not up there.
Yeah.
I can't knock through balls. He's not ready. He's fucking over here next to me.
Yeah.
Or he's tapped the ball to me in the midfield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I look at Glenn and he doesn't understand what a run is. He wants it at his feet so he can dribble.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
So you can't knock him a through ball.
No.
Like, only if he's given it to you
Yeah.
on the spot, you can knock him a through ball.
Yeah.
Because he'll read that, right? Or he's going to score, right? But in the midfield, there's big fucking, like Jimmy goes, that last game that Jimmy played, he goes, "Man, I understand. Like, it's so frustrating in there."
Yeah.
Like, and I said, "Dude, I told you."
Yeah.
Conrad's been whinging about it a whole year.
Yeah, but then there's like communication, because you don't get enough time to talk to each other. But I think you give each other feedback, if people can be honest with each other, But I think a lot of the times people didn't want to say something to people because
Yeah, but I did,
they're
bro.
too sensitive or something.
Yeah, but that's why I just say it. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Like, just be men. Like, either take it in. If my advice is good and you're learning, fucking
Yeah.
come back. But
Yeah.
if you don't want to listen, don't. Like, why am I wasting my time?
Yeah. for
You know
sure.
what I mean? And that's why I say to you in trainings, it frustrates me.
Mm.
We do drills, like 1-2 touches here and there, and I'm like, this is what the rhythm that we need in a game, right? So the trainings are perfect. But then as soon as we get a little fucking game going, everyone's trying to dribble, no one's touching the ball, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I said, we spent the last hour just 1-2s, and now you want to start fucking dribbling, and the goals are fucking so big, like, what the fuck? Put a witch's hat in there. On each side, those are the goals. You've got to score on the witch's hat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's see
sure.
if you can score a header.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All that sort of shit.
Yeah. Like use it like smartly, not like just like a robot like programmed. Some people
That's
are
what everyone is.
Yeah.
That's why I get frustrated. And I'm like, guys, come on, man. We were just sitting there for 40 minutes, fucking playing it around. Now you want to dribble. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you holding on the ball? Like,
Yeah.
Justin's the first one. Don't hold on to the ball. This sort of shit. As soon as he gets on the ball, that thing's fucking glued onto his feet, man. He doesn't know 1-2s for shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know that one touch to me, all he has to do is move left to right. He'll get the ball back.
Yeah.
He wants to hold on to it, then he loses it, or then he makes a bad pass, or it's a shit fucking ball. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what are you doing,
Fitness thing
man?
also,
It's not a fitness thing, it's a mentality thing and understanding. The more you trust, the more everyone gets a touch of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole point, because you know where your player is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's a reason why you and Z communicate so well down that right.
Yeah.
Because you know each other.
For sure.
That's how everyone is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why when you get the ball or you dribble a player at the back there, you always see me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always know what your next move is. Oh, he's not dribbling. All right, I need to give him some space, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll get in positions, but that's whether you can knock that ball to me or not.
Yeah.
But I'm running into space. You know what I mean? Or I'm in space, or I'm waiting, Even if the player's up my ass, man,
Yeah.
you knock that to my feet and I'll get around him. Don't worry about that. Just get it to my feet in tight positions, all that sort of shit, man.
Yeah.
And that's what training is about. In tight positions, knock it to your feet. Doesn't matter if you got someone up your ass. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah. At least you have the option. But it's like you told me once about I don't know if you sent me this video or somebody else, but Thierry Henry, he was like, when he went to Arsenal, like one of the players, like Junberg or something, he always like used to kind of run into the same space that Henry wanted to run in,
Yeah.
So he went and complained to Wenger. And Wenger was like, you know what he's going to do? Then you have to put yourself in the right position, like for when he does what he's doing. You
That's
know?
right.
A
Yeah.
lot of the time in the game is like that. You know, like one person has this style. Like Robin, you know, he was gonna come in and he was gonna shoot. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So you kind of read it. You're
Yeah.
like, all right, if he's gonna do that, then I need to be here in case this happens, or if he's gonna be looking this way, so I'm gonna get in that position. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that's as much as we play together more, we kind of know each other more.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one of the benefits this year is that, yeah, a lot of the people stuck around and we kind of like developed that bond in some way, you know?
Yeah.
Like one way or another, like a couple of training sessions, especially the preseason was pretty alright, you know?
Yeah.
But after that, I think, yeah, I think people's egos can get in the way, you know? There's a lot of the time it's just
Yeah, I was just that to me. It's just being quiet and patient, and
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like nothing's changing. It's getting worse.
yeah,
So that's why as soon as this preseason started, I'm thinking, I hope this fuckhead's not going to start
mm,
through the whole season with this shit with Ed and his tactics. I'm like,
yeah,
because these kids don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that they're shit. I'm just saying, dude, connect with the team. Like, that's why I was getting angry. I'm like, dude, like, and even Rob, I think on a few occasions, I can't remember if it was him or not. Ed's talking about the game half time, right?
yeah,
And what he's saying is, it's frustrating. He doesn't get the ball. Basically, he wants everyone in the positions. Like, dude, we don't play for you.
yeah,
Like the positions that we play, we got to know each other,
yeah,
and we've got to start that bond first. That's why I'll say 1-2s, boys, 1-2s, everybody 1-2s. Get that ball going, start talking to each other, because no one fucking does it.
no,
And when you do, what happens? We dominate. It's as simple as that. That's how
Yeah.
you bring the team together.
yeah. And
But
sometimes
when you start getting players that are getting frustrated and want to dribble, like Glenn,
yeah,
like he gets frustrated and then he gets, then he gets kicked, and then I'm like, dude, when are you going to learn? It's the same gameplay every fucking week.
yeah, and that's
You know what I mean? Like, dude, you got to do something different. Like, and then all of a sudden he's attacking, like he's playing strike, and I'm thinking,
yeah,
dude, that means it's just me in the middle.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And then there's gaps, and then I'm trying to read everyone, and then everyone's just jumping everywhere, bro.
yeah,
Lachlan can either get real ready for a run or he's puffed.
mm,
One of the two. You're not going to get in between.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And you either know. So you can't just knock him balls. Jaden you can, but he's in the wrong fucking position.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you have to call them out. Like even for me, like when I see something, I call it out. But mostly I'd be looking like Biju, Pinak, and
That's
stuff,
why
you
I've
know?
just knocked them to BG. Have you been noticing?
Yeah,
That long balls, I'm just like sick of that fucking midfield, and I just get a long ball going. I just see the space in the park, and I'm like, go BG.
mm,
Show us what you got.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, where's Jaden?
yeah. for
I'm
real.
sick of it, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't break up when we're packed, compact, and we're getting marked. I can't break it up because no one's reading anything. We're doing the same plays, same things, everything. Either a slow mo,
Yeah,
or whatever. Or if we're getting marked, or if we're having a good game, we're doing the same shit.
yeah,
Like, I'm thinking to myself, it's not getting better. It's getting more confusing. The only thing that's keeping us together is the fact that we've been there for a while.
yeah.
Wade plays really well at the back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
This is-
love
I was
this
gonna
is
get
why
to this.
this is why I didn't understand why he benched him, and I'm like, why the fuck did he bench Wade?
Yeah,
Like, give him half the game, but at least he's going to control that back
Yeah.
and allow. And I'm thinking it'll just allow a bit more pressure off me,
yeah,
because Rob doesn't understand. Rob doesn't understand how
No.
to sit
Even-
up.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And that voice that Wade's got controls everything. I can hear him from a mile away. Roberto, left shoulder. Yeah, all right, done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know.
yeah. It was a big difference. Even like when I play with him at the back, because even I open myself up,
Yeah.
he passes me the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Rob, like I've screamed for the
Yeah.
ball, bro. I'm
He
like,
holds
I got
on to it.
space. But the
He's-
thing is, like the more
he holds
somebody
on to it.
dribbles, like you start ball watching.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's like if they give the ball straight to you, you
Yeah.
know you're getting it straight
That's
away.
the
like,
pass.
you can move it on, you know.
That's the
Yeah,
pass.
but it's like people hold the ball, you start ball watching, like, oh, what is he gonna do? How is like, you know?
Yeah.
And then it catches you off guard.
Yeah.
You know, when he loses the ball, he's like, you gotta recover and shit. Like, bro, pass the ball through, like put people like where they don't have too much time to
You
think.
got to keep it, bro.
Yeah.
Grant always is ready. You just pass him that ball and he's ready. If he can't kick it, he's going to look for players close to him.
Yeah.
As soon as that defense is spread, because the thing is when the keeper gets, this is what people don't explain. Like, we're doing the right things but reacting the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? So what's happening is we pass the ball to Grant, instead of the defenders just flooding the outs, you know what I mean? You and whoever's in central, you just split. The other two hit the wings.
Yeah.
You know how much that confuses them? That instantly gives you a free man. You know what I mean? Depending on how the game's going too and where the players are.
Yeah.
So wherever we are, what it is as soon as Grant gets the ball, what he's supposed to do with it, he doesn't do. So he'll just boot it out.
Yeah.
Or he'll say, I'm just going to hit this space. Bro, how many times that I've been pointing, like trying to go like, hit it. I've got a player up my ass, hit it into that gap. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't get it. Like, I'll point, like, hit there, you know, next to me
Why
type
you gotta
of.
call it out, man?
I tell him all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Even Justin, I'm like, now, and he's like, oh, and I'm like, dude, just fucking throw it. Like,
Yeah.
this is the counter.
Yeah,
Like, what are
one
you
thing,
scared
like,
about, man?
Justin called for the ball. I passed it to him, and he's like, "Tell me when you're gonna pass it." I'm like, "Bruh."
What are you watching?
Yeah, man, you called for the ball, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, it's supposed to be okay now. It's like, bro. Nah, Justin.
But if you're going to play the
Like-
position, know the fucking position. Like, you know, like, if we want to win it, and we can, we've
Yeah.
just got to organise ourselves. That's why I say to you, first thing we've got to do is learn how to fucking stop the ball and
Yeah.
pass the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Once you get that down pat, little groups.
Yeah.
Like the drills that I would do would be in little groups, shooting at goals, and like at the same time. So you get your drills, pass the ball around, and the last one goes and shoots, and then the other group's doing the same shit the opposite side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Grant's constantly fucking, you know what I mean? Once you get into a rhythm of it, man.
Yeah.
But all it is just practicing. That's all it is. Like our training, our drills are really good. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But we're just going to get a little bit more basic, just to get everyone on the touch, on the ball. Because that's what's going to happen. If we get pre-seasons with these QPL teams, that's going to be great. Lesson again, we're going to get thumped, but who gives a shit? I love that game, but I can't play it with the team around me because I'm used to that speed.
Yeah.
Like these players, when they're coming fast, I can see them behind me, but I'm not getting the ball fast enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I already know he's coming. That's why I'm asking for it. And if you take too long, he's up my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when they're fast, I need him a certain distance. So when I get the ball quick, I already know where he's at. So I don't even have to look. And by the time he's about a metre, I just have to feint or do something. And this kid will go flying past. If he comes back to attack, I'll already let go of the ball. The whole point is to create that little space. Do you know what I mean? And you can't create space if you're taking too long with the ball.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That ball has to move quick
You know.
and timed. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just say, oh, everyone has to go at this speed. No.
Yeah.
That ball, everyone should be kicking it hard to each other and being able to stop it.
Yeah.
I do it to Tom. I'll kick it hard to him, and he might think, you know, but I said to him, look, man, I only kick it hard to you. It's so you learn how to stop the ball.
Yeah.
I said, don't worry how many times you fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
I said, it's how many times you stop it, and
try.
then the first one, the second one, the third one, and then all of a sudden, like, you know,
Yeah.
you're starting to see it. I said, bro, that's the way the ball you have to learn. Like, I'm not being a cunt, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Sometimes I feel like you need one-on-one training, but again, it's not like.
It's not one-on-one. It's just chat.
But it's not like.
It's just chat while you're fucking sitting there. The thing is like when, say for example, everyone should stay on their toes during training. When Justin is setting something up, everyone should just be keeping up the ball.
Yeah.
Because it's control,
Yeah.
right? So you're not stopped with the ball. That's why I said to you, even the warm-ups, like if you're going and Justin's making you run around the whole field, take a ball. And I get pissed off because I always grab a ball because I just want my touch.
Yeah.
I'm going the same speed as you with the ball. What do you think that's giving me?
Control. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, you can't because it slows you down. Well, obviously, because I'm concentrating, so I'm trying to learn to do something. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even during trainings, doing sprinting with the ball. Fucking good luck sprinting with the ball and having a shot. I guarantee you no one will fucking score.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because no one knows how to do that. At full sprint, you're going to have a shot at goal. Like, do you know what I mean? I've got exercises, like, where I do anyway. I set myself up just past the halfway, right? And I've got two balls, so what I'll do is I'll grab the first one and just boot it fucking high in the air, right? Towards the goal. And then it's allowed to bounce once, but not twice, right? So I just fucking sprint, bro. Just fucking hit it. Sometimes I do the 100 meters, and that's from the fucking other goals, and I'll just fucking even boot it even more, man. And as soon as you get it, because you're timing it and you're fucking sprinting, so you're gonna time the ball, and then so you touch, and you got to keep sprinting, and then you got to fucking shoot, and then you got to keep sprinting all the way to the goal line across the whole field, and you do that 10 times. You know what I mean? So that's my like when people say, "Oh, do doggies," nah, bro. Like, what for? Like, fair enough if you want to turn and shit, but I just want to practice my getting through, getting the ball. Like, you know what I mean? You're pretending that you're getting the through ball and you're running through the whole defence. So when my first touch is always pretending that someone's coming for me, or someone's behind me, or what's my next move, so I can get in the position to shoot at that goal. You know what I mean? Is the keeper coming out? You know, all this shit, I'm just playing in my mind as I'm going there. You know what I mean? Like, on my own, there's no one there. But training, that's why they're the best. Like, I love it.
Yeah. But it's like, again, the level that we play at, you know, people don't have that commitment, you know, to do those
But
things.
the small exercises that you make everyone do, bro. As soon as you boot that ball up, right, and he takes off, right, as soon as he's hit where the first bounce is, knock the other one, and then knock the other one. Or if you got a lot of them, a lot of players, you just knock them to either side of the field. Control it, get around the player, have a shot outside the 18
But it's
at
like,
full speed. You know what I mean?
people cannot even commit to training. So that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I mean. You
The
create
level-
you create these for small trainings, big trainings, whatever.
The level that we play at, like, you know, people don't have that commitment, you know?
Dude, if
It's like
you
if it was FQPL, maybe like, friends, you know?
if you make, like, the thing is if you make it, say for example, how many players did we have last year?
Yeah, probably 15, 16.
No, at pre-season.
Ah, yeah, 7, 8. I don't know.
No, we had more than that.
Is it?
Yeah, and Justin started knocking them back, right? They were people that wanted to play.
Oh, you mean like
What you do is that when people are
before the season
serious,
started?
let anyone sign up.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, let anyone sign up.
yeah,
So then, if you don't go to training, you don't get on the squad
yeah,
because you got 20 fucking players.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And each player will get a go. I'll guarantee you, you'll get 20 people joining that fucking training session for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever.
yeah,
You know, and that's when it'll come down to knowing what you're doing with the fucking team.
yeah.
Because if you don't know and you're just throwing players around, we're just going to have a real shit season, man. But if we get, like, I want to get stuck into it and do a fucking good season, whether it's my last one or not, but I'm just going to go hard. That's my plan for next year because we're winning it next year. If I'm playing and Jimmy's playing in the midfield there,
Yeah,
and maybe Conrad, we don't really need him, but if he is there, it would be good. We've got a good team, man.
yeah.
Like, because we got our defence sorted, our keeper sorted, like, we got everyone else. It's just that midfield.
You
And
know,
the whole fucking setup has always been shit. I've always hated it.
yeah,
The way the midfield's set, we're not playing right. Like,
no.
it's just like, nah.
yeah,
Like, I'm thinking about, how many fucking defenders do you need, man? You got 4 in the back, and then Reese is sitting right in front of it. I'm like, nah, man. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like you got to make that midfield charge and work. Like it's not working, man.
Yeah. You know.
When Jimmy came in, bro, it made my life so much easier. Like because he just kept finding me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he'd turn and then either get into trouble or want to make that 1-2, and it was just easy.
Yeah.
That's all it is. He's got the skills to get past players, but as soon as he gets past, he doesn't keep looking forward. He's always looking around, man. He's not a stupid player. That's what I mean. He's fucking smart. I need him there.
Yeah.
That's why I always say, bro, just please come and play finals. And he's like, nah, I can't. I'm injured. And I'm like, fuck. Like, because he makes it so much easier. It's so much easier to attack with him.
Yeah.
Bro, when he's playing, how many goals did it come off him or me? Do you know what I mean? So either he's giving me the ball and I've given him the through ball,
Yeah.
or I've given him the ball and he's given the through ball.
Yeah.
And that's why every time we scored, I just looked at him. I'm like, bro, man, that's why it works. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if us two are charging there, that's all I need, bro. Like, the others can be coming into play, but he's the main character. He's the main one. Like, because I can't run all game. So if I am timing a run, he's the one I time it with.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like, how many times, like, usually I would go for through ball. So I'd sit up there with Jaden and push through there.
Yeah.
Because then you start mixing them all up. My players doesn't know where the fuck I've gone.
Yeah.
And it creates confusion in there. So if you got a player that just knows what you're doing, like, it doesn't matter which direction you're going.
Yeah.
Like, even when I know when to sit, you know what I mean? Sometimes if I'm getting in his way, I start moving out the fucking way and just say drive, because I can feel a player behind me and I'm holding him anyway. So he just keeps going. And then I just sit in a position where if he doesn't get forward, which he usually does, he's always got me to just come back. And with a play like that, it's easier to come through. That's why I'd say to Glenn, come back so we can play that off each other.
Yeah.
Why is Jalen coming here?
Yeah.
And Glenn will say, oh, you're right, coach. And I'm like, fuck. So he's getting told.
People's egos get in the way. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. That's why I thought, either that or he's getting told by Justin to do that.
Yeah.
And then Jade, like, I just don't get it, bro.
Yeah.
So,
So some people, like, once they feel like they're good, they're not willing to listen, you know? That
dude,
can
he's
be-
not good.
No, but when they think, I'm saying. you
He
know?
just dribbles.
Yeah.
But he gets kicked all the time. Like,
But it's that feeling yourself kind of thing, you know? Some people, once they feel to themselves. they
no,
don't
he just,
have the mind to listen.
someone should tell him how to play. That's it.
Yeah.
Look, bro, like,
But you
great
think he's
skills.
gonna listen, that's what I'm saying.
Great
People
skills.
have probably told him, but he's just like, you know? I don't think he listens to anyone, mostly, you know?
I don't know. But it's the same with Grant.
Yeah.
Because how many times does he start booting it out? And it's just that switch. They just don't understand how to change.
Yeah, man.
Because everyone plays it the way that they normally do instead of trying to change it. Like,
Yeah.
we're trying to adapt to the team, not adapt to the way you play. Like, at the same time we are.
Yeah.
That's why everyone's trying to read Grant's. Like, we're all just like, where's he going to go? Because you're not going to get it if you open up. Because what happens is when Grant gets it, instead of just giving the quick ball,
Yeah.
or someone opening up to the lines, like, he just waits. So the player reads it straight away. That's why the ball has to move a bit quicker depending on the team. If you're playing a team that, like United Warriors,
Yeah.
right, or even Granville, you just got to know where to move. They're smart, bro. They don't, dude, you notice they don't even run that much?
Yeah.
Do you understand why? Like, they don't need to, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they're just moving it around and they're timing it right. So if they want to drag the midfield out, that's why I find myself in the midfield getting dragged out. Like, where the fuck's Glenn? He's too busy up front.
Yeah.
So there's that older looking guy in Granville who'll hold it up in front of the defence and he'll sometimes drag across. just to get time for everyone just to move around.
Yeah.
That's smart, bro. That's why I go at it because I know what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
Because he's giving his players time just to move
Yeah.
and lose their player, and then boom, he'll just knock it. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck you, cunt. Like, this is Glenn's player. I'm trying to mark the other cunt. Like, you know, the one that I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah. That is like if people kind of listen to each other. Like in the defense, when Justin played those 2 games instead of Grant, it gave the defense so much confidence.
Dude,
Because it's
when-
like playing out from the back, and it's like, you know, somebody like if Wade is playing, Grant will listen to him. So Wade will take like the kicks from the back
Yeah,
and then like pass it off, you know.
yeah.
Maybe that can be the thing. It helps like so much get that confidence to play out from the back, you know.
Yeah.
Because when you get past the ball back, you don't panic.
But
Like, you
we
know.
don't know how to. That's what I mean. That's why we get stuck at the midfield. You notice?
Mm.
If I get it, and it's only because of Wade, you, or James, like,
Yeah.
because Rob's pretty slow, so he doesn't give it to me that much. And when he's dribbling, he might knock it, and I'll knock it back to him, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Like, so his confidence in me isn't that, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when you try and find me, you'll find me. You know, when James can find me, but James, his confidence is lower now because of his fitness. So his confidence isn't as much as it was before to knock the ball
Yeah.
because he can knock it around players, and I love that.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, it put a bit of spin on it. I'm like, sweet. You know what I mean? Like, but now it's hard to get a straight pass from him, man, because he's not knocking it to my feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then we try to play
And
too
that-
safe, you know. At
Yeah.
some point, we started
And it-
playing a bit safe.
It's hard, man. It's hard because
Yeah.
as a midfielder and you move into position to get the ball,
Yeah.
you know, everyone takes too long.
Mm.
Everyone does, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm there for that perfect opportunity when they first see me just to knock it.
Yeah.
And they're all short balls, right?
Yeah.
Like from here to the fence,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
Because all it does is it gets the fucking player off you, and I can either give it back or I'm turning the guy coming for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like either one, and then I can switch it or fucking whatever you want to do. You want to keep playing? Fucking keep running, Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, it's that trust, and no one. It's hard to get that. Lockie started knocking into me, and I was surprised. He'll go on and off because either he's sprinting with the ball, or you know, either I'm out of the game type of thing. But when there's times where he's knocked it to me, where I usually make a run, keep running. Like if I pass it to him, I'll keep running. But because I haven't been able to do it with anyone, I've used to be stopping with the ball. Like there's no point going for a run because every time I was, we were either losing it or they just no one would know where I was. You know what I mean? Like it was weird.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like mentally, like you've got to try and work the machine. Like that's why it's difficult with Ed. It comes in with his ideas, like we've got to do this and that, and I'm dude, these guys don't even know, you know. And you're talking tactics and you know, and I'm thinking that's great. You got the whiteboard, but what you're saying is for a team that's probably 16 years old and can run all fucking game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking to myself, he's just killed my whole midfield right there. Like, I'm thinking to
And
myself,
even
fuck.
he can't do that much, you know.
No, that's why he sits like where Reese does.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything, bro.
Yeah. And Reese like panics like.
Reese, depending on how he's feeling, he can lose a lot of confidence very easily. That's what sucks about Reese. But he's a good player.
Yeah.
He comes out strong, and that's what I mean. He's in the defence. That's where he should be, not somewhere in the midfield, because he's a player that can come through the defence and dribble through. Right?
But
There's not many.
I'm
He
just
can
thinking
be
about
another
how
Rob.
he is, you know?
He can be another Rob.
In-
Right? But it comes down to his confidence and the game he's having. Like that game against the Shit Warriors,
Yeah.
the one that we won, he fucking played awesome.
Yeah.
He was coming out and then giving the ball. That's what a defender does. And I find myself
Yeah.
having to try and do that shit and I can't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But it's like Reese, if you look at him, his insecurity, you know? It's so funny. Because it's like he wants people's attention so much. But
Yeah, on the
he,
personal side, it's different. Yeah,
but he doesn't expect to get it just because his confidence is so low, you know?
that's why there's
Like, I
been
think
times.
that's
That's
kind
why I
of,
don't knock it back to him.
yeah,
There's
no,
been times he's given it to me,
yeah,
and I've given it just so I can turn and get it back,
yeah,
and he's taken too long. He's
Yeah.
either lost it
yeah,
or you just didn't. I'm like, dude, just tap it.
yeah,
Why are you holding on to it? Like,
know.
I tapped it back. Like, you know, when a defend, like sometimes you give it to me and I knock it back.
yeah,
Like sometimes, and no one reads it, so I just stand there, or I go slowly into a spot, and I'm thinking,
mm,
I just don't want to run around too much, man.
yeah. Which, like I'm saying, just how he is as a person.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind
but
of-
that's
It
his.
comes out in the game, you know?
That's what I mean about our team. Everyone, we've all got different personalities.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah, for sure. And it kind of makes us work for each other also in different
Yeah, bro.
ways, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the more we get to know each other.
We just got to understand structure more, and a good fucking not this 5 midfield bullshit, man. Like, it's just not working.
Yeah,
Just keep the basics, 4-4-2,
yeah,
and even worst case scenario, I'll fucking go out left midfield,
mm.
left mid.
Like, I don't know, Jimmy might need a
What
bit
sucks is sometimes when I hit that left,
of,
there's no one in the fucking middle, bro.
I know. It's like, yeah, that last game we missed Jaden a fair bit.
Dude, yeah.
But Jimmy, I don't know if he will come back. It's just, he might need some convincing, hey.
Really?
Yeah, mostly because it's like the last game he was so worried about his visa, you know? When I talked to him like later on, I was like, yeah.
No. Just stay. I'm just gonna go grab cigarettes.
Yeah. You get like a drink or something?
Oh yeah, what do you want? Yeah, fair enough. Oh, sorry, man. I just thought you were cozy. Don't forget you got that your cake here too, bro.
Right?
You got your cake here.
Yeah. Might have to. It's still 7. Yeah, it's good now.